Hello everybody, how are you guys? This video is going to be the 5 worst Western wear stores in Denver. Now, Denver, of course, being a major player in the Wild West and representing in many people's minds the epitome of the Western experience in the United States. So cowboy life is deeply ingrained, and you want a good Western wear store to give you the quality clothing you need at reasonable prices to be able to operate effectively on the ranch, on the farm, rustling cows, fixing fence posts, baling hay, whatever you got to do. So avoid these 5 Western wear stores. The first one is Cremation Western Wear in Denver. Now, Cremation, guys, their clothing is made partly out of the ashes of former rodeo stars. Now, some people actually like this because it gives them a sense of the history of the Western experience, and it allows them to keep big-time rodeo stars close to them, people that they've loved and seen in action many times on the rodeo grounds. But for me, it's a little bit too distasteful. Maybe I'm too much of a city boy. I'm going to have to say no to Cremation Western Wear. The next one on our list is Listless Western Wear. This is a shop that's for the lazy cowboy. A cowboy that doesn't walk with a little swagger. They walk listlessly. They answer in half answers, vague answers. Hey, how you doing today, cowboy? All right, I guess. This kind of it. To me, it doesn't represent the proud Western past of the Denver area. But I guess if you're sort of vague in your answers, you don't have a lot of energy, and you yourself, maybe you walk with a shuffle, maybe you look down all the time, maybe this is the place for you. Listless Western Wear. It's not for me, guys. I'm gonna give that a no. Now, number 3 is Advisable Western Wear. Unlike Listless Western Wear, where they don't really care what you do, Advisable is going to tell you what they think. Whether you ask them or not, they're going to tell you what they think you should wear, how you should walk, how you should talk, how you should act as a member of the Western community in town. And to me, it's a little presumptuous, because when I put on boots and the sales lady's like, oh, y'all gotta walk with a little more swagger than that, cowboy. Now pick up your feet. Come back around the Western Wear store here and give it a little, put a little giddy up in it, cowboy. I mean, lift your head, lift your chin. Now stick out your chest. Now walk like a cowboy. Like that kind of thing. Now maybe if you're a former Listless Western Wear shopper, maybe that helps. But I've always walked with kind of a swagger, a little bit of an ego, and this is how I do it. I don't need somebody selling me boots, advising me on how I should act and roll around Denver when I buy my Western shirts with the pearl buttons and the snaps. It just doesn't sit right. I'm going to have to say no for me. Now, number 4 on our list of the 5 worst Western stores in town is USB Western Wear. and you say, Lord Almighty, what's wrong with the United States of United States of B's? And I say that's not what it is. It's USB. Okay, like the USB on your computer. That's what it is. It's a Western wear store for nerds. USB. It's for techno computer nerds that want to pretend that they got some cowboy blood. Well, guys, I just don't think it's right. I don't think you can just come all rolling in there and go, well, I want to get rid of my nerd past and I want to meet the ladies, so give me a nice 10-gallon hat. It don't work that way, guys. You got to grow up on the farm, or you at least got to work during the summers detasseling corn or something on the farm. Or you got to have a history of roping cattle or riding horses or something. You can't just spend all your summer playing Call of Duty and then come into the Western wear store and go, okay, I'm ready for my cowboy close-up. I mean, at least have something that you can call a Western lifestyle, and it's not sitting on a couch eating Cheetos and playing Zelda until 4 a.m. Okay, nine days in a row without any sleep. You like that Zelda reference? That's a little retro, right? So for me, that's a no-go, guys. That's just a no-go. I can't do it. And the fifth and final one on our list, guys, this is going to be Linkage, the Linkage Western wear. And you say, well, what's wrong with that? That's kind of a cool name, Linkage. You think about a chain link fence that might be out on the farm, keeping the chickens into the pen there. That's got a Western kind of theme there, and I would normally agree with you. But that's not what they're talking about. Linkage Western wear, they're talking about the link between liberals and the downward spiral of our society. Okay? Well, guys, I mean, the thing about it is, I don't need to be reminded of what these liberals have done. When I'm a cowboy, I don't want to come in there hearing about the liberals at all. Okay? I want to hear country music about trucks and girls and dogs and beer, and I want to hear the Florida-Georgia line on repeat until my head explodes. I don't want to hear some MSNBC know-it-all Democrat telling me why I got to pay 95% taxes. Okay, I don't care what the link is. I just don't want to hear it. All right, I just want to hear. I want to hear George Strait on repeat until I buy 5 pairs of jeans and another 3 pairs of boots, and I buy a nice rope. Okay, because I've been wrestling so many cows with my other rope, it just broke. That's what I want to do when I go into the Western wear store. So linkage, I'm sorry, I just can't do it. And guys, for me, those are the 5 worst Western wear stores in Denver. And remember, Denver is one of the headliners, one of the stars in the Western experience, the settlement of the Wild West in America. So we've got to make sure that we spend our dollars in the good Western wear stores, and you're going to want to avoid those 5 I just mentioned. Alright guys, well that's another parody video that I just made up off the top of my head. I hope you enjoyed that. If you know any Western wear stores that you want to talk about, leave a comment. Get on that tweeter machine, get on the YouTuber, talk to me, share your feelings. Tell me you loved it, tell me you hated it, but don't sit there like a lump on a log and complain. Alright? Talk to you.